Warning, this is not intended for one hater, but all haters. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters.
Call it my battleground. I'm on the center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face. Making major moves while them haters prove nothing no harder you shine. You know them haters come by the dozen. All them haters that be talking about us, they be hating on our grind, cause you know we coming up. We be spending all the time on these rhymes and the clubs. You can't steal my shine, cause I'm prime, never mind, cause fame and fortune be the only notion for them haters. Do many years in the game, so you know I paid my dues. No need for the fame, I'm taking names, so I know. And when Moshe blows up, I'm emailing all them.
Haters make me famous.
What the haters know about that Moshe music? Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I do this 25/8 pain and sweat on these tracks, haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
I have no dinner table, my studio is the kitchen. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I got a degree on my wall, so it says I know what I'm doing. Haters.
Haters.
I dust off them haters, and then I take a pause. It's a shame that this game got us all so involved. They flapping they jaws and
Haters
they
make us
grinding they
famous.
Yeah.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome. Cap Nation Live, Monday, the 29th of March. The month is almost over. What is going on, all you beautiful people and the ugly ones out there? What is going on, everybody? Welcome. Trojans, baby. The Trojans getting the job done for us yesterday. Cha-ching! How about them Bruins? The Beavs, the Pac-12 with 3 teams in the Elite 8. We never thought that was going to happen. But their impressive run is probably coming to an end. That, at least, of USC, as they get Gestapo. They get the old Gonzaga tomorrow. So I think my Trojans run has been played out very well, but I think the time is running out. More than likely, the time is running out for them. What is going on, everybody? Good morning. If you're on premium plays, first of all, they're not posted yet. They will be posted. Don't worry. There was a bad day yesterday on premium plays, so spending a little extra time waiting until after the live show. So about 1 p.m. Eastern time, they should be posted, but don't worry, they'll be there. And if your account is supposed to be reactivated, the ladies from accounting, they're in the office and they're reactivating everybody's account, but they go by one. So it's a lot of accounts to go through. But nonetheless, you will get reactivated before the plays are posted. But again, Sunday guaranteed play on the Trailblazers. Not only did we beat the closing line, we smoked the fucking closing line. We got them at plus money at plus 1.5, and it did not take long for the betting public to wake up, as well as you guys get on board that Sunday play and start hammering the snot out of it and moved it all the way. I believe it closed at laying 2 yesterday. So congrats to everybody there. That was a nice win for everybody. Soccer game of the week on USA. Getting the job done, minus 135 on the money line, getting us that nice big win yesterday. 2-0, and then they believe it was a 2-1 final. So congrats to everybody there. Not bad when you're nailing the 2 guaranteed plays in one day, so that's definitely good. Yep, Shane, definitely need to warm up them premium plays. They just had a nice little warming trend, and then yesterday, that Colorado State game, and it's funny, I got some nasty emails from some people, couple people in here, but, it's not like we're out there. It's not like we're out there giving up a basket at the very end of the game in the Colorado State game or anything like that game, or not making the baskets. Either one of that game could have went either direction, and some of these World Cup qualifiers definitely didn't play out the way they probably should have, or refereed the way they should have. and all of that stuff. But nonetheless, we always take care of our own, that's for sure. Because we know the bad little cycles happen as part of sports betting. It's funny, I get one email about how disappointed some of they are because, we didn't win a premium play yesterday. Okay, well, I definitely didn't donk off that Colorado State game. And yeah, we had Creighton yesterday. Let's address that one. We had Creighton yesterday. One guy was trying to insinuate because, first of all, the live show is mine. The name Cappers Nation and the brand for Cappers Nation Live is mine. It's not owned by the company. It's something that I started. The show is sponsored by BetOnline. Their official odds of the live show. Has no bearing on what we give out for premium plays. This guy wanted to insinuate because we had Creighton, we were getting paid by the books to give out Creighton. Let's be honest. The book doesn't know how the kids are going to fucking shoot. Yeah, they're very sharp on their lines. But they don't know how kids are going to come out and shoot. And let's be honest. What did they lose by yesterday? A bucket, a couple buckets away from a cover when it was all said and done. Lost by 18. We're catching 13.5. 2 buckets. 2 buckets yesterday. And all of a sudden, that's a bad play. They didn't get blown out. They were catching 13.5. They lost by 18. It was 2 buckets, unfortunately. Yeah, Brent says, I forgot to blame you, or email blaming you for the officials in the Portugal soccer game. Definitely my fault. Yeah, definitely. It's rigged. It's all rigged, right? It's all rigged. If you lose, it's rigged, right? But yeah, let's be honest. If we were getting paid to give you guys bad games, the fuck would that be good for? How in the world could that be fucking good for business? How in the world could that be good for business? How in the world could that be good for repeat business? I mean, there's only so many people in this fucking world, and if you burn every single one of them, you're not going to have any repeat business. So that analysis is just bogus and stupid. You're betting on college kids or, hell, kids that should probably still be in college in the NBA. Shit happens. Shit happens. You're betting on humans. You're not betting on a fucking marble race, where one weighs just a tad bit more than the other. And it's rigged. You're betting on fucking college kids and and professional athletes. Shit happens. That's what happens when you're betting on, humans, not computers. Nego says USC is the answer for the Zags. I hope so. I would love to see it happen. I'd love to see Gonzaga go down, because of them. Muff, well, there's no Japanese baseball today, but there's Japanese baseball later tonight. Well, actually early tomorrow morning. I believe it starts at like 5 a.m. tomorrow on the East Coast. So you won't see any until the lines come out for the Japanese baseball, and it's not out yet. So we can't post them until the official lines come out. So they won't be out until late this afternoon, early evening when the actual lines become available. But as of right now, the lines for, Tuesday morning's Japanese baseball is not posted yet. CT72 says, yeah, the NBA, JV and the Lakers, Magic, all, yeah. Them not even putting up 190 points or 190, whatever they put up. Lewis, no, they don't bother me. I actually get it. Before I would respond to it and take it at heart, because I do. If somebody questions my, integrity is something that, Nick Hill, what's going on, buddy? Integrity is something that, I take very serious, because you only have it once. You only have it once, and when somebody questions it, it's usually one thing that, will get me to pop off. It's usually one thing that'll get me to pop off. Is question my integrity or, say we're doing something shady. I get it. We picked some wrong games yesterday. Basket didn't go our way in the Colorado State game. We can't help that. The officiating in that Portugal soccer game didn't go our way. It was completely lopsided one way, and it wasn't ours. It wasn't an evenly officiated game, if you ask me, from what I saw. And I didn't watch it live, but after seeing a couple comments from you guys, I went and watched it, and I agree. But yeah, question integrity. Back in the day, I probably just would have went off. But nowadays, it's like they usually don't even get a response from me. They usually don't even get a response from me. But I don't mind addressing when we lose. Because it happens. Moe says USC out next game, more than likely. I mean, they're a 9-point dog. Gonzaga's a minus 450 favorite. Kind of sucks for my hedging opportunity. I've got USC to win 50,000 if they win it all. And, of course, they couldn't have been like a 6-point underdog. They got to be a 9. They got to be a 9-point dog. And have Gonzaga laying 450. So I do have a hedging opportunity. A really good one to secure profit. I've got 500 to win 50,000. They're probably out in the next round. I could lay 1,000, or actually I could lay 4,500 to win 1,000 on the money line to cover my bet. And if for some reason USC was to win, I honestly think if they were to face, they'll face either the Bruins or Michigan. If they face Michigan, I think they'll probably be like a 2.5 to 3-point dog. If they face the Bruins, they'll be a favorite, which would make for an easy hedge opportunity in the Final Four. So if for some reason, they were to win, I would still have plenty of profit left over and would be a good hedging opportunity. So how many of you rode with me on the Trojans to win it all with a futures opportunity? I know there's some of you out there that actually did it. And even if, and if for some reason the Trojans got by and they faced the Bruins and the Bruins got by, which I don't think they will, but if they did, I have a future on them as well. So, I wouldn't even have to, if it was a USC-UCLA Final Four matchup, I wouldn't even have to hedge because I'd have a nice futures on both. Obviously, my futures on USC is a lot greater, which would possibly give me a little extra hedge opportunity. I'd have to weigh my options. And calculate it and do the math if that was to happen. But the futures on the Beavers, which we bet just the other day at plus 6,600, that is still rolling strong. But, Cinderella, the fucking Beavs, they're probably going to be out after today. We'll see. We'll break down those games. Blaze Towns, you have small futures on USC and UCLA. Yeah, it may be worth a hedge opportunity depending on how much you have on USC. No different than, UCLA may have a nice little hedge opportunity, to at least cover your bet to make sure that you're breaking even, especially, if they were to both win. And, tomorrow, the USC game will go first. So the USC game will go first. DJ Ayers, the St. Louis Blues killed your parlay in overtime. That's no good, man. That's no good, brother. That is no good. Yeah, the soccer play is posted. Soccer's posted. The NHL is posted. The March Madness package play is posted. And Premium plays will be out after the live show. My personal plays will be out after the live show as well. And then system plays. So for everybody that's on the system plays will be posted as soon as the lines are out. Like, we've done the work. We know where the lines should be, but we can't post it, until the lines are official. But we've done the work. We know where the system plays will end up. And they'll be posted as soon as the lines are out and we can make them official. And I anticipate that happening anywhere from 11 a.m. Pacific time to about 3 p.m. Pacific time. So between 2 and 6 p.m. Eastern time is when, I know that's a broad, 4-hour window, but that's when I expect system plays to get posted. But again, we'll email everybody about the system plays. Okay, they started out 3-0, super hot. And the early bird special is technically over, but I did see right before we went live that it's still on the website. Lewis, am I doing the soccer giveaways? I'm just waiting for the lovely ladies in accounting to send me the names. And we're going to be doing it. I'm hoping it's going to, if it doesn't happen while we're live today, I asked them to have it for me this morning, but they got into the office. I forget, they get into the office after me, because, they normally don't get in the office until 9 a.m., but they came in early today to do the reactivations and hopefully get me these names. But I know they're doing the reactivations and they're doing the names, but yeah, I'm supposed to do it today. And we did one for yesterday as well. So there's actually going to be 2 different drawings. We're going to do 2 different drawings. But about the system plays, that early bird special is technically gone. Mr. Nishimoto, thanks for jumping on board. Albert as well. But it's still on the website. The web designer doesn't come in until 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Actually, 10 o'clock. It's Monday, so 10 o'clock. So web designer is not here. So as soon as he's here, more than likely that package will get pulled down. And if you're wanting to get on system plays and take advantage of that early bird special, I would do it. If the package is up and it says early bird, by all means, take advantage of it. By all means, take advantage of it. It's basically what I'm saying. If you guys see it and you want it, take advantage of it. Give me 1 second, folks. Give me 1 second here. All right. Fast Freddy in the house, what's going on? Scott, will we be offering monthly baseball packages? Well, baseball, normal baseball, our regular baseball plays are included in our premium plays and my personal plays. And system plays have a monthly package. It's $400 a week, $750 a month, or $1,500 for the entire season. But if you do it early, you can get the entire, do it before the web designer comes in, and you can still snag that whole season for $1,000, which is honestly the best deal that there is for system plays. But they don't ever have any stupid crazy sales on it where you get it for half off or anything crazy like that. Nothing crazy like that. Edward, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, Nuggets looked good yesterday. Blaze Town fan, I agree. Nuggets looked good yesterday from what I saw. All righty. We are going to jump into the swing of things here. Only 2 college basketball games to take a look at today. But we should have some fun. We should have some fun today, folks. Joe Free already asking for an NHL play. How about them Panthers yesterday? Nice little dog yesterday. Smoking them. Very nice, Edward. Very nice catching that striper yesterday. That was windy when you were sending me the info. Frozen screen. What do you know? Frozen screen this beautiful and blessed Monday morning. Blaze Towns fan caught a nice big 2-pound crappie last week. Very nice. It's a nice little meat eater right there. It's a nice little meat eater right there. All righty. So, popping up everything. And again, if you're on premium plays, they are reactivating accounts. And then hopefully they get all that done while we're still live. And then they can get me that list of names. That way we can do some drawings. If not, we'll be doing it first thing tomorrow morning. We're going to actually have 2 sets of drawings, and it'll be 5 drawings for those packages that we're supposed to give away for the soccer. Soon. Michigan played a great game yesterday. That they did. No doubt about it. No denying that. They played a great game yesterday. Completely dominated from start to finish. It was looking a little scary for the Bruins in the first couple minutes. Same thing with the Trojans. And both battled back. Highly impressed, with the way the Bruins played, except late. That last 6 minutes, that game should have never went to overtime. Why they did not foul up 3, that's the exact same thing that happened to them against Oregon State in the Pac-12 tournament. They were up big at the half. They let them come back. And up 3. I'm pretty positive I tweeted about the same fucking thing. Like, how do you not foul up 3? And Cronin is a fouling coach. Up 3 with seconds to go, he's a fouling coach. And again, his players are not in position to be able to foul and send him to the line up 3. Knowing that they can't knock down a free throw to save their life that entire game. And you don't foul. I don't know how they missed that one. I don't know how they did not even convert that one and get a foul there. That's pretty basic shit right there. But again, they did not deserve to win that game at the end of regulation. They did not, the way they played that last 5 minutes. CT72, I don't know basketball much, but I was yelling foul, right? That's common sense. Foul them a second or two before they get the shot off. You're basically ending the game. No, you let them get a dagger of a 3 to tie it and go to overtime. The kids from, UCLA definitely came out and played in overtime, and they took that out of the equation. I love the fact that Bama was getting booed off the court. 10 seconds left, down by 11. and they're still, fouling. Bama lost because they missed, more than just 16 free throws. They had plenty of opportunities to make buckets, but yeah, missing how many ever free throws that they missed definitely plays a big factor in it too. But yeah, they definitely squandered it away at the free throw line all game long. All game long. They would have made their free throws. I believe it would have been a completely different game. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Fundamentals, sometimes they go by the wayside when the pressure's on. There's no bigger pressure than each game right now. I mean, these kids are going to feel more pressure and pressure and pressure as the tournament goes on. They're in, the Elite Eight. Now the pressure is to make the Final Four, for every single team. Not just, for the UCLAs, but for the Gonzagas too. Last thing that they want to do is get taken out by USC. But yeah, March Madness package yesterday had Memphis, UCLA, and USC, so it was a good day for the March Madness package members. Nice big 3-0 sweep yesterday. That was real nice. Much needed. Now we just need it for premium plays today. A nice big sweep today. That'll make me happy. A double sweep. A sweep all, of every direction. Yeah, Nathan, the lines will get tighter and tighter. I was hoping USC wouldn't have been such a big dog in this one. Only for my hedging opportunities. It would have been a lot nicer to hedge if, Gonzaga was a minus 300 or a minus 250-ish, not a minus 450. Makes hedging kind of not stupid because I'm going to secure a profit in my 50K wager, but I would have liked to have been able to secure more money. But nonetheless, I've got 3 futures still live. We've got 3 futures still alive, which is nice. I can't lie. I wish we had a little NIT action still to go. I wish they played like a best out of 3. That would have been nice, or a best out of 7. Would have been nice. But yeah, I still got a futures on Oregon State to win it all. And nothing on the Baylor-Arkansas game that I've got a future on UCLA and USC. The future numbers, yeah, definitely. Each round they go down. Each round they get a little bit closer so that, the futures, the numbers definitely drop. Taking a look at, overall, Gonzaga now plus 130, Baylor plus 290, Michigan plus 575, Houston plus 575, USC a plus 1200, UCLA plus 2000, Arkansas plus 2000, and Oregon State plus 2000. Fast Freddy, I believe it's like 62.5%, somewhere around there for the March Madness package. I think. Don't quote. It's 62 or 63%, somewhere right around there. I think they got their 19th win yesterday in the package yesterday. I think. Or 16th win yesterday. I'd have to go back and double check, but it's right around 62, 63%. Which, to be honest, that's where everybody wants it to be. That's where everybody on the March Madness package wants it to end up. One game under the 65% mark. That way they get a week of premium plays for free. Right? That's where I'd want it to end up. If it ended today, everybody would get a week of premium plays for free and should have made a boatload on the March Madness package. Very nice North Ender on your 3-team parlay on Michigan, Memphis, and USC yesterday. Very nice, very nice. All right, so let's gear up. Let's start to jump right into it and take advantage of this opportunity and take a look at the games. You know, the way, Edward, and we'll go over this when we break down the Arkansas game. But, man, the way Arkansas has played in their last couple games, barely getting rid of Oral Roberts, barely getting rid of Texas Tech. They smoked Colgate. But other than that, they've struggled the last 2 games to put away teams that I believe, in my opinion, they should have had much easier battles against. And Baylor just keeps outlasting people. They may go down early, but, man, they just weather the storm. And they just keep outlasting people. You know, they just keep outlasting people. All right, so pop up everything here. Get the live odds up and running. And then we'll be good to go. Log into this, and we'll be good to go. But yeah, future opportunities. I think they're there for some of these teams. You know, if you've already bet them, I think there's hedging opportunities. You know, got to be playing it smart. Big averages, I keep fading Baylor, and Baylor keeps covering, right? You know, and it's when you jump on them that they don't. Nathan says the Bears should slowly eat the Hogs. You know, I think they weather the storm early and give a tough battle. Hey, I don't win every game there, North Ender. Edward, yeah, you know, Houston definitely has a better chance at rolling the Angry Beavs. You know, the fucking Beavs, here they are. I don't even know what to say about, you know, Oregon State. They keep surprising us, you know, every step of the way. Gains and Games, tuning in. What's going on, brother? You know, they, Oregon State just keeps impressing us. They keep winning. That Cinderella story keeps going on and on and on and on and on. We did this before. It didn't include Arkansas, but just throwing this out there. A $100 moneyline parlay between Oregon State and Arkansas, the improbable, pays $14.20, pays 14 to 1. Just throwing it out there for 2 upsets today. Is it Upset Monday? My stomach's a little upset. But that could be because of the PF Chang's I had last night. But is it Upset Monday? A upset of the number 2 and the number 1 seeds today by the number 3 and the number 12 would pay back 14 to 1. Which would be impressive. By the way, a Houston and Arkansas moneyline parlay pays 4 to 1. We're just parlaying the 2 favorites. Doesn't get you even 1 to 1. Bet $100 on it, return 63. Plus your money back, obviously. All right, so we're going to take a look at these games. Games and Games, you like Oregon State? You know, it's something about the Beavs. that, I mean, let's be honest, they beat the top teams in the Pac-12 in the regular season and the Pac-12 tournament. And here they are. They are still here. They are still making headway. And they're still getting the job done. But is their luck running out? The Angry Beavers, is their luck running out? That's what you got to find out. Does their luck run out today? Crazy if they keep going and going and going and going. Yeah, they're definitely as less as the dog that keeps on barking. They don't give up. They definitely don't give up. That's for sure. Some FIFA World Cup qualifications for the North America today. Canada laying 5 and 5.5 goals against the Cayman Islands. Woo! I didn't even know they played soccer up in Canada. Big Afro's tired of the fucking Beavs, I hear ya. Very nice, Jesus. Congrats on your winnings. Yeah, the Beavers have been no joke. The Beavers have came to play. That's for sure. And they've done it exceptionally well. They've done it exceptionally well. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Hold on. All right, I was making sure that I bet the soccer play. I got it in. Which doesn't go off for quite a few hours, but remember, soccer is posted. You have plenty of time to get on board for the soccer. If you're not on, time to get on. All Brent says, by the sound of that line, seems like they don't play much soccer in the Cayman Islands. Right? Northander says, we love our hockey. I mean soccer. Playing soccer in the frozen tundra. USC under blew your parlay, sadly. That sucks. Those damn parlays. Those damn parlays. Those damn parlays. Imagine if you bet straight on each one. Alrighty, so let's dive into it. Let's dive into it. We're going to take a look at that first game today. Rosecrans Pac-12 is definitely showing out. 3 in the Elite Eight. Cody says, I really don't want to, but the way they've looked taking the points with the Angry Beavs, maybe the only way to go. By the way, I added in the angry part. Yeah, they're up +8, minus $1.15 right now against Houston. And it's the first game that we're going to take a look at, and we'll dive into it. We'll give it, our best effort at breaking it down. And again, we don't have any official plays out on it, so, we're going to break it down. You guys are going to get the unbiased opinion. And Or maybe you guys need to have a biased opinion like the Trojans game yesterday. That way we have a nice convincing victory. But does their reign on the Cinderella story end today in the Elite Eight against Houston? The fact that they're even here is pretty damn amazing. I mean, they shouldn't have been in the tournament. They had to win the conference tournament to get in. So it's very amazing that they're here. Line on this one, first of all, Houston laying 7.5 minus $1.15, or Oregon State plus 7.5 minus $1.15, or minus 105, or plus 8 is minus $1.15. They're plus 285 on the money line, minus 355 for Houston. Over and under set at 129, minus $1.15. The under, you can get under 129.5, minus $1.15. First half numbers, Houston laying 4, the Beavs catching 4 with a total over and under 59 points in the first half. Oregon State's team total at 60.5, Houston's at 68.5. Interesting numbers there. The race to 20, I gotta tell you. Now, if it's a close game to start, the race to 20, Oregon State at plus 168. Kind of enticing right there. Kind of enticing. Games finally caught a Major League Baseball parlay. Very nice. I don't touch preseason. I don't touch preseason myself. I gotta tell you, I'm not gonna lie. I just put a little on the Beavs race to 20 at BetOnline at plus 168. If they start out, competitive, in the first 10, 12 minutes of the first half. But I don't dare take them the race to 40 at plus 210. I don't think they can outlast them that long. Both teams to score 60 plus is minus $1.16. Both teams to score 65 plus is plus 250. Interesting. Largest lead in the game, over and under 16.5. The over at plus 116. Under minus $1.54 for the lead, never getting greater than 16.5 points. It's kind of an interesting prop. I've never seen that when they were posted before. Will there be overtime? Yes, at plus 900. No, at minus 3,333. Toby, what's going on, brother? Yeah, no women's basketball here for me either. I like that they've added player props as well. I like that they've added some player props as well. Which is nice. What's Grimes' player prop? Over and under 17.5 points. It's a lot. That's a lot, in my opinion. Just glancing at some stuff before we jump into, the full-on breakdown. Before we, jump full hardcore into it. It's Thompson. Thompson's over and under 15.5. He had 22 against against Loyola Chicago, excuse me. His is over 15.5. Enticing. I mean, and he did a bunch of the work. And against Loyola in that game. I like it. Surprised there's not a prop on Silva, although he doesn't get a lot of points. Lucas seems a little high. They got his at 11.5 for Oregon State. Chris, BetOnline put up some player props. You got to remember, things in the NBA are scrutinized and watched like a hawk. College, if there's player props on every single game, where there's days where there's 100 games on the board, 50 games on the board, player props on them all, be a lot easy for some of these kids to be making a little extra money on the side. I think it has a lot to do with the integrity of the game. But on days like today where there's 2 games and it's the Elite Eight, BetOnline's had player props for a lot of the tournament, which has been pretty cool. But I do like the Thompson over 15.5. I do like the Thompson over 15.5. And I mean, they have it max. Like the max bet is 284. Because I just tried, 284. So to win 250. Every dollar count, first to 20, not on mines. On what? BetOnline? If you're on BetOnline, it's there. The Alatici, or however you pronounce his name, over 8.5 points. Again, I like that as well. For Oregon State. And just because I'm picking these, doesn't mean that I'm on Oregon State or anything of that nature. Just props that I like. I think those kids score today. I think they have good games today. A $500 player prop parlay. With Thompson and Alatici both over their total points. Pays 2-1. Not bad. Not bad. Every dollar counts. If you're on BetOnline, you'll have the first to 20. All right, so jumping into this game, already going over the lines, taking a look at, we could spend time on, what each team has done. We know Oregon State sucked throughout the regular season. They picked it up late in the season, winning 3 of their last 4. They, rolled right through the Pac-12. And here they are in the tournament. The angry fucking Beavs getting rid of Tennessee, Oklahoma State, and Loyola Chicago to advance to the Elite Eight. Here they are. They've played absolutely phenomenal. Houston, on the other hand, they're a 3-loss team. I mean, we could talk about, their losses. Tulsa, ECU, and Wichita State. Teams that are nowhere around here. Nigo, yeah. UCLA's last 6 losses are against teams that are in the Elite Eight, 100%. You can still use the regular season and what happened because it's always good to know how a team shoots, how a team performs. And, for instance, yesterday, I don't know how many of you guys told me USC wouldn't do what they did in the regular season against the Ducks. They did. They did it a fucking again yesterday. So, yeah, you do have to pay somewhat attention to what happened in the regular season, because a lot of these records are, and stats as far as power rankings go, are misguided based on strength of schedule and strength of opponent. Yeah, forcing overtime against UCLA. That was a great game. That was definitely a great game. That was a scary game. But again, it's definitely behooves people to know what the stats you're reading actually mean. And when you read Houston stats, I mean, let's be honest. Oregon State had a season full of playing teams that are in the tournament, or tournament caliber teams. I mean, let's be honest. Arizona would have been in the tournament had they not imposed a self-ban. There'd be another Pac-12 team in the tournament to start. May not be where they're, where we're at now. But Oregon State season was full of playing Colorado, Oregon State. They're playing Colorado, playing USC, playing UCLA, playing Colorado. And they've shown that they could beat both USC and UCLA on the road. They've already done it. They did it back at the end of January. They beat UCLA in the Pac-12 tournament. Now, I am going to laugh if for some strange reason this is a Pac-12 national championship. I'm going to fucking laugh. Although I'll love it because that means, I've got a future on all three remaining teams. So I'll love it if it is, but I will really laugh. But it won't be. So don't quote me on that one. It definitely won't be. But when you take a look at Wichita State, or not Wichita State, Houston, excuse me, and you look at their schedule, it's riddled with playing Wichita State, who they lost to, ECU, Our Lady of the Lake, Tulane's, the UCFs, the Tulsas. Granted, they had a big game against Texas Tech in the regular season, so when we go to look at the numbers, this is why it's important. Houston has, on paper, the 8th best offense based on adjusted efficiencies. Well, that adjusted efficiencies is your opponents and your opponent's strength of schedule. That factors all that into the equation. So, do they have the 8th best offense when it actually comes to putting it on the court against top-level teams? My opinion, I think the numbers are padded based on, the way that they've played or who they've played. Excuse me. So when you start, diving in depth, you have to take the numbers with a grain of salt, basically, based on who they've played and who and how they did. You take a look at Oregon State, 48.8% from the field through all their games, 50.9% for Houston. 1.9% difference. Is that a big difference? No. When it's all said and done, no, 1.9%, but might be an extra bucket when it's said and done. That turnover rate. Houston turns over the ball a little bit less on offense, 1.5% less on average. Just 16.2% of the trips down the court, they're turning it over. Offensive rebounding. They're second in the country at 39.5%. But they're in the middle of the pack, Houston is, when it comes to getting defensive rebounds on their own. Oregon State, not too shabby in those offensive, on the offensive glass either, 30%. That's not the 30.9%, or excuse me, 39% of Houston. But they're also playing some really big teams in the Pac-12 as well. I mean, hell, Oregon State's is the bigger team here. Oregon State is the bigger team by over a full inch. Oregon State hitting 35% of their three-point attempts. Houston, same number, exactly identical, 35%. Houston knocking down 49.8% of all their two-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. 46.8% for Oregon State. Oregon State is the better free throw shooting team all year long at 77% compared to 73.4% for Houston. Very similar offenses when it comes to offensive numbers. Two foul participation, both don't participate. Houston 7%. The angry fucking Beavs just 3%. When it comes to defenses, though, Houston has a 6 rated defense. But keep in mind the teams that they've been playing. You know, they're holding teams to 42.9% from the field, number one in Division I. Holding teams at 29% shooting from three-point range. 42.5% of all their two-point plays is what they're giving up. Excellent numbers. Not just quality, but excellent numbers there. When it comes to the angry Beavs and their defense, they give up 48.9% shooting. Quality number there. They give up just 30% from three-point range. Quality number there. They lack down low and all their two-point plays. They give up 51% shooting to opposing teams, which is 1.2% above the Division I average. When it comes to creating turnovers on defense, Houston's about 3% above them. Big Average says the luck of Oregon State shouldn't be there. Well, if you base it on conference play record, then yeah, Oregon State shouldn't be there. But as far as tournament games go and being contested or being on upset alert, I'd have to say Oregon State deserves to be there based on the way they're playing. Based on the way they've played their 3 tournament games, Tennessee, Oklahoma State, and Loyola Chicago. Now, Houston, on the other hand, they got tested. Rutgers gave them a big run for their money. Rutgers gave them a huge run for their money. And like I said, you know, they're like Baylor. They've just outlasted their opponents. They've worn them down, and they've gotten the job done late in that game versus, you know, same thing with Baylor as well. A lot of these games, they're going to get tight, guys. The lines are going to get super tight. Lines are going to get hard to call. As far as this one goes, I mean, I would love to be able to say, you know, lay the money on Houston, but we keep fading these fucking Beavers and they keep costing us money. I mean, let's be honest, we keep fading them. This last one we didn't. We rolled with them on this last one. And it paid off for us. Jim says says I can see the game down to the final possession with the outcome in doubt, and Houston wins by 3 or 4. You know, I'm right there with you. You know, you're getting. Let me hit the refresh button, but we were getting 8 minus $1.15. And before the live show, that's where I was leaning towards is the points. You know, a lot of these points in these games are going to be close games. In the 4 games that we got between today and tomorrow, the lines are all roughly the same. 7.5 and then 9 in the USC Gonzaga game. I could potentially see 2 blowouts, and I think they're tomorrow. Michael says, I'll take my chances on the Beavs. And, you know, I'm right there with you. As of right now, you know, the Beavers are +8. Minus $1.15. I'm going to have a small little wager on it. You know, no early action game. So I'm going to have a small little wager on it. It's worthy of a $500 bet, so a small bet for me. I'm going to put it up on the board, but we got to get that pole fucking spinning. The pole is lit, but it's not spinning. But again, I think the play here, guys, is the Angry Beavs with the points. I really do. I think they keep it close. I don't think they necessarily walk away with it. I'd love to see them walk away with it because I've got a futures on it. I was going to write the Angry Beavers, but some wouldn't know what we're talking about. There we go. The pole is spinning and we're winning. Leave that up there for a second. The pole is spinning and we're winning. Nigo says this is a Pac-12 conference extended tournament, right? Lucky 2001 says anyone who doesn't even consider a look at the Beavers after what they have done is nut for sure. You know, I agree. You have to factor in what they've done so far and who they've beaten to get where they're at. They're rolling. Between Oregon State and UCLA, Cinderella story is in full effect. It is. You know, they're in full effect. How do they do in the first half? I think they're competitive. I don't know about betting the first half, though. James, nobody cares about what Vegas Dave is doing or what his whale play was. But that is that one. And again, it's going to be a light day today. Going to be a light day today. Rich says the Beavers bandwagon is getting heavy. The fucking Beavs are getting heavy, man. Southern California representing, absolutely. Yeah, John, go. You join the members only. Get to see me spin on the pole. Absolutely. Absolutely. Cool. If he's a scammer or not, no need to even post his name in the live chat. I don't know why you guys even give him the attention. If somebody's a scammer, why even mention his name? Because trust me, there's no such thing as bad publicity. That's what I think you guys actually don't realize. Every time you mention his name, somebody who doesn't know him goes and signs up with him. So you want to kill somebody's, publicity and their chance of being successful, then don't talk about them. So, there's no such thing as bad publicity. You're trying to warn people? Well, cool. What are you going to warn them from? Do you think anybody's going to trust your advice, James? Do you really think some fucking random schmo is going to randomly take you for advice? That's like people motherfucking Chevy. Man, that new Chevy Tahoe fucking sucks. Is it going to stop me from buying my wife a new Tahoe? No, it's not. And I'm telling you from the business standpoint, because I'm on the other side where you think that you're motherfucking somebody and you're trying to scare them off, warn them. You're not. All you're doing is sending people to them. I'm giving you guys great advice. If you don't like me and you don't want people to, participate in us, the last thing that you should do is badmouth us, because all it does is get attention. And because trust me, when they see one person or a million people mad at somebody, do you really think that it's going to negatively affect how somebody else thinks? No. They're going to be like, dude, why is this guy so fucking angry towards this company or this individual? Haters hate. We already know that. Listen to this. Listen to the theme song. All right, listen to the theme song. It's the haters that keep making them more money. So guys like you that get on here, get on everybody else's show, get on Twitter and start bad-mouthing them, all you're doing is just sending him more clients. You're just free promotion for him. That's it. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Once you guys realize how business works from the back end of it, I mean, there's a reason why there's a saying, there's no such thing as bad publicity. So, you guys want to do damage to the guy? Then don't fucking mention his name. And I'm not just saying that, but it's true. You want to do damage to him, don't promote him. But every time you say he's a scammer or he gave a minus 300 money line, all you're doing is giving him attention. That's it. Dizzy, what's going on, brother? Holy shit. Dizzy's on Memphis, everybody. Dizzy's on Memphis. He's on Tulsa, I know. I know you're on Tulsa. That's why I said Memphis yesterday, or for yesterday's game. Dizzy's on Tulsa, everybody. Can't wait for college football to roll around. But yeah, Joe, it's 100% true. You come in and you look at it. If somebody comes in, Jesus Christ, how about you go fuck off? How about that one? You're not here for just a tournament. This is the barbershop, motherfucker. There's a reason why that poll's spinning. We talk about everything here. All right? If you don't like it, too fucking bad. Feel free to pound sand. Dizzy, good to see you rolling around with us here. Hopefully you're doing well, brother. Joe Free, 100%. 100%. Anytime you talk about somebody positive or negative, you're promoting them. Self-promotion. Self-promotion. Make us famous, right? Nego, I never disrespect my Trojans, brother. Fight on, baby. Fight on. Trust me, even though I know they're probably not going to win tomorrow, I mean, reality's reality. But I do hold faith that they do come through. Never go against. Is Bellator free 99 this week? No. Bellator's not free. Most has been on a frying pan and hit you in the head, right? Ka-tunk. We do need a little slapping emoji right there. Or not emoji, but an emoji as well as a sound effect. I'll have to work on the emoji. There's one that I'd like to turn into an emoji, but I don't think that I can do it. Probably not YouTube friendly. One that says Jesus would bitch slap you. I don't think that one would go over very well. Mark Dollar's misery loves company. Lewis, is the thumbs up our week today? You guys are definitely lacking in the thumbs up department. Edward says there's got to be one more clown in here. We're on a roll, Thomas. We're on a roll.
Loser!
Yeah, there you go. We know there's one out there.
Loser!
We know there's one out there. Alrighty. Let's jump into the second game before I get myself in trouble. Let's jump into the second game before I just get in trouble. Joe says, pound the like button and maybe Kyle will give us a nice NHL banger. It's possible. It's possible. It's definitely possible. It is definitely possible. Alrighty. So the next one. I'm just going to throw this out there. Oregon State, Arkansas moneyline parlay pays 14-1. I'm just putting it out there, folks. A 2-dog moneyline parlay for today pays 14-1. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Pays pretty nice. Pays pretty nice. Right, Edward? Chris says the free plays in the NHL have been on fire. UAB up 2-0 against India. I did live bet the over 1.5 minus $1.34, which was nice. Nice little cash right there. Alrighty. That's a good one. It won't let me put that one on there because I can't do a little GIF. Won't let me do that one. Needs to be on a scale to 1-1 as well. That's the only problem with the things. Alrighty, so jumping into the second game. Someone let me know when UAB scores because I just live bet the first half again. Over 2.5 at plus money. So let me know if they score again. William tuning in via text. Good morning, my brother. Thanks for joining us. I didn't see your text message. Northerner, you got, I keep saying UAB, but it's UAE. You have UAE minus 0.5 in the first half. Very nice. Very nice. Good call there. UAE up 2-0. Hopefully it'll be 3-0 here shortly against India. Hopefully in the first half. All right, so jumping into the second game. Arkansas, Baylor. You know, I just don't know how competitive this game's going to be. Arkansas struggled a couple of times to be able to pull away against teams that, in my opinion, they should have had an easier time against. Pop up all the information for this one. Arkansas Baylor going down tonight, 9:57 on the East, 6:57 on the West. You know, and when we talk about Arkansas, the good old Razorbacks out of Fayetteville, they struggled with Texas Tech, beat them by 2, struggled with Oral Roberts, who, in my opinion, they should have smacked around, and they didn't. Baylor is a team that, obviously, you know, they're just 2 losses. Lost one in the regular season to Kansas, which was a tournament team, and lost in the Big 12 Conference Tournament to Oklahoma State, another tournament team. They rolled through Hartford, you know, tested against Wisconsin, still blew them out by 13. They were tested to the brink against Villanova and then pulled away in the last 6-7 minutes, outlasting Villanova, beat them 62-51. You know, the thing about Baylor is even if they're not winning or blowing them out early, they last. They outlast their opponent. You know, we've seen it all season long. You know, even non-conference matchups in the very beginning, beating Illinois 82-69. Their conference play, phenomenal. Only loss was to Kansas. And then they beat Kansas in the first go-around. Actually, you know, they beat Kansas 77-69 on the 18th of January, then lost to them on the 27th of February. Moe says Arkansas's young freshmen feel pressure today, and they check out. You know, Baylor's offense, there's no denying it. You know, they hit 56.6% from the field compared to the 50 of Arkansas. Nego. Crack me up, brother. Arkansas hits 33% from three-point range, just under 41% for Baylor. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. All those two-point conversions, all the two-point plays, convert 53.7% of the time compared to the 51. Dizzy says Baylor will put up buckets tonight. They shot 15% from three-point line versus Nova. No way that happens again. Baylor scoring over 80 today. Arkansas defense is suspect. Arkansas's defense suspect. On paper, they have the 10th best rated defense based on adjusted efficiencies in all of Division I. Holding teams to 47.6% shooting overall. Holding teams to 33% shooting from three-point range. Holding teams to 46% conversion of all their two-point plays. They create turnovers at a rate of 1 out of every 5 trips down the court for the opponent. They're creating a turnover. They're limiting offensive rebounds to 26%, something that Baylor does exceptionally well, 6th best in the country at creating offensive rebounds at 36.8%. So look to see how Arkansas is able to defend their own glass. Height advantage will definitely be favored of Arkansas by 1.3 inches. So I don't know if I necessarily see the points, but I see Baylor outlasting Arkansas. And again, but even if they did put up 80, blowouts tend to stay under. So if Baylor's putting up 80, I don't think Arkansas keeps up. As far as the game goes, I don't have anything official on it. But I do lean towards Baylor. In this one, I think they outlast them. I think Baylor laying 7.5 is the play. Although, trust me, if Arkansas is going to cover, I'd like to see them win for a moneyline parlay that pays 14-1. I can't lie, I did bet it for something small, just for fun. Just for fun. Ross Pitts taking advantage of that early bird system play, still being posted on the website. It's supposed to be gone, But you, sir, took full advantage of it. Remember, if that system play early bird special is up, you can still take advantage of it. I mean, I might ask him to extend it another day. I know a couple people asked to pay for it today once they were able to cash out of their book from the weekend, but I know they told me no last week about extending it, so probably not getting extended. But if you see it there, take advantage of it. But again, do lean towards Baylor laying the 7.5. As far as something in the NHL, I know some of you would probably like to see another hot one come from the NHL. The NHL is already posted. Colorado Avalanche, a -400 today. Woo! Woo! Hot diggity dog. But something that I do like today Wild playing the Sharks at 7:30 Pacific time. Very good assessment there, Lewis. Very good assessment. Thank you, James. Appreciate that. Reading through the comments. But as far as the NHL goes, let me pop up the line here from Bet Online. Something special for you guys in the live show. And we'll put it up on the board as well. They're minus $1.54 currently. I think it was $1.45 a little bit ago. Should have gave it out 20 minutes ago, right? Minnesota Wild minus 154 fade the Sharks. I know I gave you guys some last week where we were rolling with the Sharks. This week, well, not this week, but today in general, we be fading them. We be fading them. Keep in mind, Baylor hasn't scored more than 80 since their final regular season game against Texas Tech when they put up 88. Since the Big 12 Conference Tournament, they scored 74, 74, 79, 76, and 62. All on a downward trend. Defense reigning. Primetime Yoke says underdog NHL preferably. Well, you got what you got. You got what you got. Want a dog, just go pick one and down at the kennel. You can adopt one. North Ender says the Wild are the real deal. Wild are great. Wild are going to make us some money today. Minnesota Wild minus 154. Alrighty. The Wild, baby. Alex says UCLA. Absolutely. UCLA cashing big for us yesterday. And USC. How about those LA teams, baby? Fade the Kings tonight, too, right? Or does Vegas jump right back on their losing streak after winning one? If you haven't already hit the subscribe button or the thumbs up button, you better start doing it. You guys are lacking today, folks. You guys are definitely lacking. Disappointing. You guys are lacking in the thumbs up department. But for the ones that have, we definitely appreciate you guys. Tomorrow I'm holding out. You guys ain't getting shit from me till I see 150. We're going to hold it all to the end. We're going to hold it all to the end. The daily free play should be out as well. Daily free play video should be out as well, guys, which has an NBA free play in it, just so you guys know. Make sure you guys go over there, hit the thumbs up button on that one, and then drop a comment on that one as well. We greatly appreciate it when you do. All right, guys, I am going to get out of here. It's going to be a beautiful and blessed Monday. We're going to go finish up, wrap up the premium plays, my personal plays. Yeah, well, Dizzy, I do believe Arkansas's defense will be a little stronger than what Hartford gave up. So, hopefully you get it, though. Hopefully you get it. I wish everybody great success and luck. All right, guys, please wager responsibly. All right? Wager responsibly. Don't do anything stupid. And we'll see everybody live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll break down tomorrow's action between Gonzaga and USC, UCLA and Michigan. Go fucking Beavs. I mean, it's the Beavs. I mean, let's let those Cinderella stories continue. Good luck, everybody. And we'll see you guys all tomorrow.